Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. I just got another Traxxas X-MAXX, and one of the first things I do when I get these is add the roof protector. I did it on the last one. It makes a big difference. My 6S, I never did it, and before I knew it, I had worn holes through the top of the roof from ending up on the lid. So I just thought while I was putting this one on, I'd show you, excuse me, what I do real quick. That's the part number. 7817G Traxxas, and RPM makes one too. I haven't tried the RPM. I'm sure it's good. Just everything they make really stands up. I went with this one. So I'm going to stop the camera for a minute. I'm going to pull the body off the truck, and I'll show you what I did to mark and cut the holes. Okay guys, so Traxxas gives you some really good directions with this. Everything's nice and clear, but basically what they tell you to do is flip the body upside down, and I'll orientate the body so it looks just like the instructions. So they tell you to turn the body upside down, and then what you want to do is you have to mark these holes right here nice and straight. And then you have to bore those out with a body reamer to 8 millimeters. So what I used is a tool like this. It's, see if that'll focus. It's got a little drill bit that slides through a brass tube. And this is from, I bought this probably 15 years ago. It was made by Great Plains. So basically all it is that this drill bit, extended drill bit, it's probably about 9 inches long or so, 8 or 9 inches long. It's got a little knurled end on it, which is kind of cool. And then it's got this little spring that slides over the drill bit. And then that slides into this brass tube, which again, it's got a fancy knurled end. And the key, the trick is this piece right here, that conical tip. So what that does is anytime I have to drill a motor mount or anything like that, you slide this into the hole here, and that conical tip, if you can see that right there, I'll pull that out again. When that conical tip goes in, it centers itself. So I think they actually call this thing like the dead center drill bit or drill or something like that. So that's how I marked the holes in the body. I took this and I put it in each mounting hole, and I did just a few turns to mark it. And then after that, you take out the 2 screws here. There's one there, 2.5 millimeter. And then you take out the screw here and here, also 2.5 millimeter hex driver. I have one in my drill, makes things a little bit faster. Just be careful when you use a drill. Don't drive it all the way home. Just leave a little bit and come back with your regular hex driver and secure everything. So here's the other tool that's really important, the body reamer. This is a body reamer from Tamiya or Tamiya Racing, and it's got, I don't know if you can see those or not. It's marked right there on this side, but this side is what I used. And right there is 8 millimeters. So what I did was, after I marked my holes with the pinpoint, I came back in and I reamed each one of these holes out to 8 millimeters. So you just do a little bit, keep a close eye on it, and when you get, I don't know if you can see that or not, guys. I'm sorry. You get right to 8 millimeters. And then that's when you come back and you fit the skid protector on, the roof protector on, and the Traxxas logo faces towards the ass end of the truck. So, and then once you get those reamed out just right, this should snap right down into those pieces, those spots. So it's hard to see with the graphics, but right there, right there. All those holes are 8 millimeters exactly. So I'm going to get this popped on in place. I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, there it is. I had one hole that wasn't quite reamed out properly. So now that I've got it sitting in there, nice and flush, I come back and Traxxas gives you the screws that you're going to need, and then those you just send in at each of the locations. Right there, it goes right up into the roof protector, and that's pretty much it. But it matches the truck pretty good. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Looking at it now, I kind of wish I got the black, but this is the one I've got for now, so serves a purpose. So I just wanted to show you that real quick, guys. One of the most important things, one of the most important tools is the body reamer. If you try to drill, this is a really expensive body. You don't want to just try to drill it out. A body reamer is money well spent, especially if you're getting into the hobby and you think that you're going to do some painting of your own bodies, or you're going to be into this for a while, where you're going to be doing things like this, where you need a real precisely cut hole. The body reamer is the tool that you're going to want. It's nice and sharp. You get professional results every time. And if you buy, I'm sure there's other ones out there, but I've bought Tamiya tools that I've had for probably 10 or 15 years, and they're still like new. So if you keep the cap on this thing and keep it in your toolbox, or wherever you keep your tools for wrenching on your cars and your trucks, it'll last indefinitely. So money well spent. So 2.5 millimeter is the driver that you're going to want. You're going to want a body reamer. And if you could make up one of those tools, something like this, the trick is that cone-shaped piece in the front there. Because what that does when you drop it down in the hole, it just centers it absolutely perfectly. So if you can make something up like that, and then it doesn't have to be as long as this. This one is long like this because a lot of times you have to reach into cowls on airplanes and be able to make that mark. But with this, where you can get your hands right on the place that you need to mark a hole, it doesn't have to be that long. You could get a piece of brass tube that's only a few inches long, 2-3 inches long, and then if you can fashion some sort of conical tip like that, it's just a great tool. So, all right, guys, talking too much as it is. That's it. I hope it helps, and thanks for watching the video. See you next time.